They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. 11 yards for number 11. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 36-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Being chased out left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos
Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, buying time to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling
on the move past the 40. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Go, team. 22, Mike 22. All that, baby, all that. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You can't block me. 19. Mike 22. Go. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Reload.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, 26 yards. And the Broncos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. McManus now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Check 31, check 31.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, here's Foster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 34. A huge play there for Denver.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
14. 22's coming. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. That's 22. That's 22. Coming to the side.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Easy. Tighten up.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 15.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They're all through now in that game in Tampa, and it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert O, 39 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, Exactly what they were looking for. Exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they got to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Denver, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to.